Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you how to install a universal joint onto a 2000 Toyota Tundra with just common tools. You don't have to use a special press to press in the universal joint onto these things. So I'll show you what I use. If you look on YouTube, you're gonna require to use something like this. You don't have to. It just happens so that you can use a pitman arm puller or a tie rod end puller. For bigger trucks, you could try the pitman arm puller, which is a little bit bigger and wider here. Or in my case, I use a tie rod end puller. If you're interested in this tool, it is the OEM 25297. You can get this at AutoZone, Harbor Freight, anywhere. So this is what I do. I'm replacing the OEM joint with this Moog joint, which is number 285. I tried using the Duralast from AutoZone, but the Duralast, although it fits, it doesn't meet the requirement that I need. For instance, the AutoZone, the Zerx fitting is right in it. I don't know why, but they installed it right into the crux of the axe here. So what that means is that I cannot pump grease into it. So for this one, the Zerx fitting goes onto the end. So this works for my application. Now I'll show you the Toyota. If you are replacing your stock Toyota joint, the Zerx fitting is drilled into the bottom here. This is very, very nice. However, beggars can't be choosers. I ordered my Toyota joints from a Toyota dealer. They don't have it in stock anymore. They told me that it'll be January before they could supply me with anything. So I'm like, forget it. I'll do with this, but with the Zerx fitting on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the end cap here. Put it nicely here, and then use my grease and grease the inside. So you have to prep the inside here. What I did was I've already prepped the inside with by scoring it with sandpaper to score out any rust that has built up in here for 240,000 miles. So because I'm using different grease, I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease here, Okay. Okay. So then you'll notice there's needle bearings in here. You don't want to lose those. So here I am prepping the end here. All right. For the sake of not losing the needles here, I don't know if you could see when I put this in, because I don't want to lose any needles, I want to put this in like this. All right. So make sure you put this thing in flush. Then use your handy dandy tie rod end puller. And this right here, this is just a nut. I've welded the inside here so that this thing could fit in it like this, and this part doesn't drive the thread here all the way in. This is what I do. Insert this right here. And be very careful on this part. Initially drive it in like that so it's flush. And then it is. So then put this back in. The reason why you choose this is because of this, guys. You see the end cap here? It's exactly the same size. And I'll show you why it needs to be there. Because when you screw this in, this thing will go into this thing a little bit, and you need it to be almost the same size. Okay. Alright. So then use a tiny little wrench like this. Put it at the end here. And you want to screw it in ever so gently. Making sure it goes in without any issue. There's no binding. Then graduate this with a longer wrench. So you could use more torque. So now what I'm doing here is I am trying to align my tool so that it fits nicely. Okay, so it's going in straight. So I'll show you this. You see this groove right here? You wanna make this thing go in to the point where it just fits in. Alright, this C-clip. So what you wanna do, you wanna push this thing in far enough to take the C-clip. That's the goal. So here it's almost good, and this is golden. All right, so push this thing in and we are good. This thing fits in like that. Okay, this thing goes in. Nope. And then watch that little area that I showed you where the C-clip goes to. Make sure it is at the right depth where this thing just flops in. There you go. All right. So then this thing goes in like this. There you go. There you go. So now this part of the X cross, I won't show you how to do that. You know how to do it now.